Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Sunday. All right, guys. Well, we're back to talk about Southern Charm and also this Denise Richards news, but right over here on Up and Adam Channel 2. So if you guys haven't already, go ahead, pop off in the comment section. Obviously, if you guys are not subscribed, get subscribed. I hope you guys had a great, I didn't even realize this yesterday, but I guess it's tax-free shopping weekend, which I didn't know. But I hope you guys had a tax-free, great shopping weekend. I don't know why I'm not like up to date on this shit. It's like, and people even ask me, don't you watch the news? I'm like, yeah, I watch the news all the time. I watch it in the morning and it doesn't even matter. Anyways, back to talk about Southern Charm and also Denise Richards. Smash the like button, show some love, and let's get into it. All right, guys. So before we get into that, I did just want to show you that thank you to Byway Hello Drama, but also thank you to TMZ. They caught Denise Richards returning to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills to film amid her divorce drama. Yep, right there with Sutton Strack and Erica Jane. Now, do we think that Denise Richards is trying to get her job back? I don't know. Could this be an easy way in? Potentially, because it's a built-in storyline. A lot of times when we have housewives or people who have left the shows, if they come back and there's like some big moment that's going on in their lives, sometimes the network might be interested in them. Now, for Denise Richards, I don't know why she would ever want to return to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, especially when she was on the show and she was like, bravo, bravo, king, bravo, everywhere, bravo. And we were like, girl, relax. And also they have a full cast. Think about it too like this. They have Rachel Zoe, they have Kyle's new friend, Kyle Richards, Sutton Strack, Erica Jane, Bose, Dorit Kemsley, Kathy Hilton, Jennifer Tilly. They have a lot. This is a cast. It's a lot. Anyways, I want to hear what you guys think. If you guys are excited to see Denise Richards back on your screens, or if that's a big fat no from you. So with that, let's go on to the next, shall we? I think we shall. So Kathryn Dennis also is speaking out. Now, I've talked to Kathryn Dennis before, but she hasn't been on the show in quite some time. But she posted some cryptic shade on Instagram targeting Salley Carson, who's one of the new cast members of Southern Charm. And she accused storyline, all of this from season 2. But Kathryn referenced Salley buying the same car, dyeing her hair the same color, and even spelling her name similarly with the E before the Y. And she called the arc the second season, kind of like a watered down version of her original time on the show. What? She called Salley fake? Wow. Sally's response, she was like, I didn't even dye my hair red. Now, mind you, they don't look alike. I don't see the resemblance. I think that Kathryn Dennis right now probably just wants to be back on the show. I think that she probably wants to be back on Southern Charm. And, you know, I talked to a couple people who filmed Southern Charm. And I was even curious at the time, like, why was Kathryn Dennis no longer on the show? Because some people liked her, you know, and she was always just a chaotic mess that people wanted to watch. Whether they liked it or they didn't want to watch it, but they wanted to watch it like this, they wanted to watch it. However, what I was told from some of the Southern Charmers was that she would get their call time sheets for the week and say you're supposed to be at, I don't know, Cheesecake Factory. I'm throwing something random out at 1 p.m. because we're filming for a lunch with Madison. Like, she wouldn't show up. So if you're not showing up, it's the same thing. And it's still a job. It's like going to clock in at your restaurant job for your serving job at 10 o'clock in the morning and not showing up until 12. When you show up, what is the manager going to say? They're going to be like, get the fuck out of here. Who are you? Like, no, sorry. But moving on. So Shep Rose also decided to chime in on this conversation. And he told Decider that Kathryn's post looked like she wasn't in a good state of mind. He said he didn't fully follow her logic because Salley joined after Kathryn left in 2023. And he really couldn't explain how Kathryn and Salley even knew each other, saying that the accusations they're confusing, they're surprising, and they're even news to him. And despite having some reservations, Shep did express empathy, especially given Kathryn's publicly messy custody battle and some of the traumatic history on the show. And he said, "Man, I wish her the best. I can't even imagine the anguish that occurs with her." Now, on season 11, Shep did describe it as having a lot of meat on the bones, and he and Craig Conover he said, "We put our swords down and we're still friends despite differences, but the season includes a lot of heavy conversations and even more drama." But what people don't understand or realize, I guess, was the drama was not going to be between Shep and Craig this season. Apparently, based off of what Craig is saying, he and Austen can't stop fighting this season. Now, this is going to be interesting because, mind you, they have the bar together this season, but also Craig, technically, as the season was being filmed, was pretty freshly single. And Austen and his girlfriend obviously broke up. We know that nobody is looking for Shep's ex in the Bahamas because her ass didn't even want to be with him. And yeah, yeah. Am I curious to see how this is all going to play out? 100%. He's saying that it's going to be a monster of a season. Okay. He dubbed season 11 as a monster season packed with exciting new chapters and a lot of ruthless drama. And he also admitted that he and Austen Kroll cannot stop fighting. But they're also opening a wedding venue in Charleston, a full service space with a ceremony, reception, after party where Craig might even officiate. And Craig did tease some potential future marriage plans. He said, "When I find the right person," saying he's a fixer in relationships. And he did describe his past feud with Austen, where they almost lost the podcast before the reconciliation. He said that that's kind of where they're at again. I feel like they do this anyways, though. I feel like they know in order to keep the show going and thriving, because Southern Charm primarily focuses around the guys, and they'll tell you that. The cast members will even tell you that. It's really Austen, Shep, and Craig's show. Um, so I feel like they always have to have ups and downs, ebbs and flows in their relationships and their friendships. A lot of times that has to do with alcohol, butting into each other's relationships, and also in the friend groups when they don't stick up for each other because they act like a bunch of brats sometimes. I feel like that's the best way to put it, but I'm really not going to be watching this season for them anyways. At the end of the day, I want to see Madison moving into her new home. I want to see the new baby life. I want to see the baby showers. I want to see getting ready for all of this. Those are the moments that I want to see. And when Salley Carson posted the photo of her crying and now us hearing something about drama with her and Vanita Aspen, I'm like, okay, so what happened with that? Because obviously we know that we don't have Leba in the mix, so not getting any information over there, but don't worry, guys. I'm sure I'll be able to keep you posted. Now, with that, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, pop off in the comment section, smash the like button, show some love, and don't forget to go check out our TikToks and vote in our polls. Love you guys. Bye.